Hello and welcome everybody to yet another HeflaTV presentation of the Join the League season number 4. It's going to be a 2-game series as always for the group stage. G-Guard, previously known as ABC, Apple Banana Cucumber, or even Johnny's Revenge before that, but since Johnny went over to Mineski, they kind of had to change their name because Johnny's Revenge would have been pretty damn weird as their name. But they will be going up against Can't Say Whips. CSW is going to be, of course, the Australian team. So they have had some pretty nice results recently, to be honest. So we'll see if they can just continue on with that. Of course, G-Guard themselves, definitely not a weak team by any means. They are in the Division 1 after all here. So, I'm of course Coucher. I'm going to be playing solo because nobody else is up this early. Since mostly we have Americans or just people with, I don't know, universities, work, whatnot. So yeah. We're in the draft already. A Naga Siren as well as a Centaur banned by G-Guard, whereas Death Prophet banned by CSW. Death Prophet just such a standard ban, so can't say that something is like too out of the ordinary with that. Tidehunter now taken out as well, so continuing with the standard bans. Naga Siren and Centaur not as popular to be honest, yeah, especially because that hero. Brewmaster usually the target of a ban as well, but G-Guard having the first pick, no reason for themselves to ban it out really. So now CSW, do they go for the Skyrath Mage, the Ogre, something along those lines? Razor is still also available if they want to go for that one. Not too many teams utilize a Razor these days to be honest, but it is still a pretty strong hero. But they have so many choices, man. They have plenty of time left as well in the reserve time and even the normal time here. I still think like Skyrath Mage wouldn't be all that bad. Pretty good against Brewmaster, especially after Brewmaster got nerfed with that Primal Split cast time. It's just that much easier to get the silence or a stun or really anything on the Brewmaster to stop that Primal Split from coming out. They aren't going for anything immediately, so whoa, a Witch Doctor, definitely a nice hero against Brewmaster. Paralyzing Cast completely wrecks the Brewlings pretty much. It just keeps on bouncing between them and... Well, if you have excellent micro, maybe you can just use the Windwalk on the Storm Panda and try to escape that way or something, but... That will just mean that you're still not using the Primal Split in its intended way. So we'll see. What else are they gonna go for? I mean, Witch Doctor already a semi-counter to the Brewmaster. But what else can they pick up? I still think Skyrath Mage would be a solid choice. If not though, they can even go for a Faceless Void for all I care. I mean, it's Witch Doctor Faceless Void combination definitely works out with the Death Ward. I highly doubt Faceless Void will be the second pick here, but at least it's a possibility. I still think like Razor, Ogre, Skyrath Mage, anything along those lines might be nice. You could go, I guess, for something like a... Just a second, guys. Oh, never mind. Never mind. But you could go for something like an Ancient Apparition. Brewmaster himself doesn't care that much about it, of course, but no, going for a Batrider instead. So they want to get their hands on just one of the better initiators in the game. And that's just gonna allow them to maybe burst down the Brewmaster during the lasso, if Brewmaster is even going to be the target for the lasso. G-Guard though, having only that one hero, you can't really say like, oh, this hero should be the priority target. Just because there are way too many targets to choose from as it is. And what's the second pick for G-Guard now? They can go for something like a Vengeful Spirit if they want to. Just make sure you have somewhat of a counter to the Batrider. The Nether Swap is one of the better things to do. Of course that means that the Vengeful Spirit himself might find himself out of position. But that's a small price to pay if you can just save a core hero with that, for example. I guess the Vengeful Spirit, there's a small chance that it could be core as well, but... Well, they go for a Viper instead. So that just means now two extremely tanky heroes on G-Guard, the cores of them. The Brewmaster, of course, just innately tanky, has a decent enough health pool. Then the Drunken Brawler comes in as well. And of course, having the Primal Split at your disposal. As well as for the Viper. It's just corrosive skin, man, just extra magic resistance. And usually you build rather tanky as well, going for like an Aghanim Scepter, maybe a BKB, even depending on the lineup you're up against. At the moment, the second ban phase is underway though. Lich taken out first by G-Guard. Guess they don't want to run up against like any weird dual lanes of Can't Say Whips. And Battle Rider together with Lich would be pretty annoying in the offlane, to be honest. Just because Sticky Napalm plus Frost Blast, it would be rather easy to just chase people down. Maybe, of course, G-Guard, they are going for something that really doesn't want to deal with the bonus armor. Or sometimes even if you're drafting a lineup that has just really slow push, you also just ban out the Lich just to make sure there's no extra armor on the towers because it's going to be slow enough as it is. Might be that one or the other, I don't know. But Ogre Magi is the second ban for G-Guard, so just taking out the supports, whereas Kansei Whips, they ban out the Faceless Void first. And a little bit surprising me. I guess G-Guard, they could have gone for it. Maybe they like to play that hero. I really haven't seen any games, really, literally any games of G-Guard under that name at least. So I'm not too familiar with what they run. Kansei Whips, I haven't casted them for quite some time as well. They still used to be Team Immunity when I last casted them, and I guess just lots of things have happened in the meantime. So we'll see. Kansei Whips, what's going to be their fourth ban here? Maybe also target a support, for example, now. Scar of Mage, well, I think Vengeful Spirit ban wouldn't be too bad. Scar of Mage would be nice for Kansei Whips themselves, but nope, they do ban it out. So I guess they don't want to go for that Lasso Mystic Flare combination, for example. What do they go for now, though? What kind of AoE lockdown can they go for? They could pick up a Puck, for example, into the mid lane. Puck, pretty damn excellent against Brewmaster. The Dream Coil does synergize together with the Death Ward. It's like, you either stay there and take the Death Ward damage, or you run away and just break the Dream Coil. So I wouldn't mind a Puck at all at the moment for Kansei Whips. Plus, of course, that would be double initiation power with the Battle Rider and the Puck. Double Blink Daggers, and oh, nope, going for an Ancient Apparition instead for themselves. G-Guard now, the Viper, might want to just go into a Pipe instead, whatever it wanted to build before. Just because a Pipe is so damn good against Ancient Apparition, it removes so much extra damage that you won't have to take. And not only that, a Viper with his base magic resistance plus corrosive skin plus a Pipe. Oh god, even without activating the Pipe, it's gonna be so hard to bring him down. But G-Guard, they went for an IO. As strong as that hero may be, it's... oh man, this... usually you go for the IO when you want to get a double heal or whatnot. Overcharge, of course, is gonna be nice for the extra attack speed. The ability to relocate somebody out to safety as well, or just split push with IO +1. The other three are pushing another lane, a fight erupts, you relocate in as well. Something like that, but IO double heal might not come into effect at all this game if you just get hit by the Ice Blast. And I'm not too sure, maybe G-Guard, they thought about going for the IO a little bit earlier already, or I'm not too sure, but they went for it after Ancient Apparition, so they still must have some kind of a plan at least. But it's going to be IO Tiny combination coming out. Might be a dual mid lane, might not, depending on what CSW goes for themselves. So far though, they did pick up a Spectre, so that's going to be their late game core at the moment. If I'd have to just choose between Tiny or Spectre, I choose Tiny. At least when he's supported by the IO. Without, maybe not as strong, but man, Tiny IO with Aghanim Scepter plus like AC already. You don't need much more than that to just be an extreme powerhouse. Of course, Spectre can just, well, he can kill off the IO fast, I guess. IO might, well, I wanted to say he might want to go for a Ghost Scepter, but if he goes for a Ghost Scepter, he might be screwed otherwise. Suddenly Ice Blast does way more damage, Battle Rider with his just Flame Break already. So, even a Ghost Scepter is not gonna be just a guaranteed safety net for you. Especially since CSW, they still have one hero to go for. And well, the Puck does get banned out now. Unfortunately so. I think you could have just picked up a Puck a little bit earlier anyway if you're CSW. But they can't go for it anymore. So what do they go for now? What kind of AoE control can they get? Just to make sure that the Death Ward and the Ice Blast will connect. Yes, they can use the Battle Rider Lasso, but that's only one target. And with the Ice Blast, you usually want to hit more. And well, Death Ward, as good as it may be to focus a single target out as well if nobody else is close by, if you use just all of your ultimates just to get that one hero, the rest of G-Guard might be running over you. So what can CSW go for now? I guess you can still try to go for something like a Storm Spirit if you want to, but nope, it's a Queen of Pain. I thought that hero for a little bit, but just her lacking lockdown might be a little bit hurtful, although then again, G-Guard, what kind of lockdown do they themselves have to deal with the Queen of Pain? They almost have nothing. I mean, they have the Boulder Toss from the Brewmaster. Avalanche Toss combination of Tiny, of course, is gonna be scary. But Queen of Pain should be able to survive that in the mid game at least. Early game, when Tiny gets a decent level advantage maybe. The Avalanche Toss can kill you off, or can kill any hero really pretty much. But from some point onwards, the combination is not gonna be enough. And after that, Queen of Pain might just be able to blink away, for example. Oh, you say no sound, but just refresh stream. Okay, you cannot hear me. Because, well, for a second I thought like I have been running the entire stream with my microphone muted or something, but thank God that was not the case. Whew. It has happened occasionally, I must admit, but not this time around. So, the Vengeful Spirit was the last pick for G-Guard, so not banned out by CSW. Would have thought it might get banned just to make sure that the Batrider's initiation isn't stopped, but wasn't to be, so Vengeful Spirit will be the defensive force here. Are they running some form of dual lanes though, and if they are, how do they run this? Is it just a pure Brewmaster off lane? And if it is, might struggle a little bit. Although all he really needs is just get at level 6, have the primal split, and you'll be fine. And how are the lanes gonna pan out for CSW? I guess it's maybe a little bit more standard, Batrider off lane, with having most likely just Queen of Pain in the mid lane and Witch Doctor, Ancient Apparition, Spectre safe. So, to introduce the lineups to you guys as well, as in who the hell is playing what. 2D is on the Batrider, with K Feeny on the Spectre, leaving Godot on the Witch Doctor, Risk taking up the role on the support Ancient Apparition, and Musica is going to play the Queen of Pain. As for G-Guard, GG, Winter will be playing the Brewmaster, WTF on the Viper, with Ling on the IO, Sharky to play the Vengeful Spirit, and the last one will be a stand-in single player on that Tiny. And well, as always, just straight off pauses. I just can't seem to understand how it's possible for almost every single game to have a pause at the start. I mean, I'm not too sure, maybe they just have crap internet. Well, they should be from Australia, at least most of them on CSW, I think. Maybe Musica is still on Korea, I don't know, because he used to play for MVP, and for that you had to be in Korea, I think, if you wanted to play in the Korean Dota League. But other than that, I don't know, maybe their internet is really that bad that you need to restart, or maybe you had just FPS lag, have an old PC or something like that. But yeah, it happens for every single game. It's sad. It really is sad. But you have to get used to it. If I had a co-caster, I would care a little bit less, but just filling in random time where absolutely nothing is happening. Can't even really analyze too much of anything just because nobody has even picked up items. Can't even look at the courier, man. It's all about the couriers these days. Best cosmetic items in the game. Although nothing's wrong with that good old-fashioned donkey either. So let's check the shopkeeper's inventory. Don't think anything new has come here. Although it's not like I've memorized all of them. I've gone through them a couple of times when there's been just long pauses at other times. But that nothing strikes me that is missing or has been added. It would be fun for them to actually change this. I'm pretty sure they've left this as it is for quite a long time, but whoa, where does this road go? Is it like the storage where all the items you cannot see are kept? And does tire side have one as well? Nope! Man, this guy is boxed in. At least when the radiant base is about to fall, this shopkeeper can just make his run away. Go like this way. Whereas the tire shopkeeper has nowhere to go. He's screwed, he's boxed in, guys. Well, in any case, the game is on pause. Musica has reconnected here as well on the Queen of Pain. So the game will get underway. We might see dual lanes being formed on CSW's side as well. Godot looks to be supporting 2D on the top lane. And it might not end up as a horrible decision at all. Io and Tiny most likely will be the mid lane, and Brewmaster, yeah, Winter heading towards the off lane. Starting with boots of speed as well, but being up against the dual lane, he can feel a little bit happier about it, because he's gonna get way more than he would have otherwise against a tri lane. Especially in a tri lane where the support heroes are ranged. Otherwise it's like, one support keeps you behind this line, just keeps on harassing you, whereas the other support just keeps on pulling through this camp. Whereas if it's only one support, he cannot be pulling and harassing you at the same time, so it's a small bonus for you. But 3 stacks of sticky napalm already, paralyzing cask, maybe a little bit too late, couldn't get the bounce, but 4 stacks of sticky napalm. Can they really get the first blood like this? I think they might. Viper went for the poison attack as well. No, never mind. There's Link coming in with the extra attack speed, and they cannot follow up. They needed that one paralyzing cask bounce so damn bad. If Godot had been there like a second, maybe 2 earlier, the cask would have bounced to Batrider, not the Viper, back to Io, and back to the Viper again. Oh. So, okay. They have to restart their VPNs most of the time. Yeah, that I've heard that they have to use VPNs just because, well, Australian internet just blows. Which kind of sucks. But at least, I mean, kudos to overall still CSW, an Australian team, for them for actually making things work. Just because playing with lag is definitely not an easy thing to do, but they're playing with it and they're also performing rather well. But Risk taking quite some damage from Winter with his illusions as well, down to half HP already. He has 4 tangos to eat, but that's not a crazy amount. Of course, Winter only has 3 tangos as well now left. And the Clarity as well. Does he really want to go for it? Well, for a second it looked like it, but he turned around. Had he just gone man mode, could have gotten it, or had he let his illusions run in first for Risk. 1 Thunderclap and like 1 right click would have been enough already almost. But he went for a Thunderclap on the Kfin instead. So Winter, he's just being annoying pretty much. That's what he's doing. Risk activates the Chilling Touch. Even the Spectral Dagger came out, but no follow-up. And now, Winter not using the Clarity yet. I guess he wants to go in for some last hits maybe. Doesn't want to lose the Clarity effect because of it. Looking at the mid lane though, single player 9 and 3 on the Tiny compared to a 5 and 1 Queen of Pain. So Queen of Pain not doing that bad. Level 3 as well. Isn't in too much of danger unless she takes all the 5 spirits. Tiny, oh man, doesn't have enough stats for the combo. That's so unfortunate. Otherwise, with just a few spirits and the combo, might just be a kill. Although now the Shadow Strike comes out as well. Tiny, he just cannot get close to the Queen of Pain. And that's going to be... Whoa, the toss of Link! What? He can of course tether back, but that was a really aggressive toss. Link got some spirits in as well onto the Queen of Pain, so the harass was decent. And Winter gonna come back in, gets the immediate crit as well because he hadn't attacked for at least 10 seconds. But he's trying to be sneaky, trying to catch Risk off guard, and might be able to do so. Thunderclap, no, he waited for it. Now he's level 3, I guess he wanted to have a level 2 Thunderclap before going for it. And even then it's not as easy because Risk is up to 390 HP, and oh, I missed first blood. They got it mid lane, and they get the courier as well. Oh my freaking god. Queen of Pain does get the counter kill with the help of the tower. Almost got the Tiny there as well, but Healing Cell comes out. They get the first blood. They get the courier. And well, Avalanche toss combination, man. It's strong, to say the least. He just had enough mana for the combo as well, so nicely done. Musica has his bottle at least, so not the end of the world, but losing the courier is just so much extra gold for G-Guard. Another Shadow Strike comes out to harass Musica. Has to be careful though, single player. Doesn't quite have enough mana, although Link can just tether up and give him some bottle charges. With the Shadow Strike on him though, it's a little bit harder of course. As bottom lane meter, he's level 3.5. Looking at 2D, he's about to hit level 4, so doing a little bit better. Mid lane again, Avalanche toss combination, but the Wisp Spirit, he didn't control them well enough, but it's still gonna be enough by the end. Because Wisp Spirit, the range is pretty damn huge, and well, level 1 Blink, not as long of a range, unfortunately, for the Queen of Pain. So another kill comes out, and now suddenly this lane is starting to show some domination. Before the first blood, Queen of Pain, he was doing like well enough, getting decent levels, getting the farm as well. But he cannot allow for the Avalanche to connect. If it does, as we saw, he was screwed. Winter going for Risk now. Can he get it? Oh no, he's just hiding himself. Was thinking to maybe just wait there and hoping that Risk will try to choke him out. But Risk just kept on running, although, oh my god. Never mind. Not gonna catch up. If he had gone this way, would have just caught him completely, I think. But they stay alive. All is fine for Risk at the moment. Winter getting decent enough levels. Not the greatest, of course, but for an offlaner, even up against the dual lane, it's still better than nothing. 2D. The side pull completely stopped. They're just farming it up with the Firefly, which is level 2 now as well. So getting some nice farm on the Batrider, almost level 5, up to 1.5k gold. It's only 5 minutes in. 24 and 3. He's the second highest farmer in this game so far. Sharky, of course, unfortunately, his range is piss poor on the Vengeful Spirit. Whereas Witch Doctor and Batrider, well, I guess Batrider doesn't have that great of a range as well, but Sticky Napalm really just cost efficient for what it does. And well, Godot. He has just excellent range. Nice space damage as well. Looks like no more action is coming out just because Musical, he's jungling. It was a double stack he's clearing up at the moment. One more Scream of Pain. He's gonna do the trick, I think. Yeah, he's gonna go for it. Needs a few more right clicks and then back all the way home. Back to base. But at least he's getting something done. Mid lane, it's just a little bit too scary, especially now that single player is level 6 already. Hasn't gone for the Avalanche level 3, so might be thinking about going for 1.2 to grow instead. And looks like Link, he's going for a Urn of Shadows now, has the Gauntlet of Strength already. Urn, definitely a nice item to have on an IO. And you would usually want to have at least, well, I say at least, but probably exactly one Urn of Shadows is the correct way for your team. I've seen double Urn of Shadow work out in some just rare cases, but usually it's a little bit redundant because you're fighting with the majority of your heroes anyway, so only one can get the Urn charges. Well, Sharky, can he go for 2D? 2D is pretty low on mana, and if the Firefly wears off, he's gonna have to be a little bit careful. Come on, kill the Dark Troll. No, Sharky didn't go for it. I guess he wanted to get the stun that badly, but instead, just stood in the fire for a little bit, took some harass damage, just mid lane out. Oh, 3 heroes are coming in, both the supports are there. Can they get the tiny? They're gonna have to be a little bit more attentive with this though. Oh, there's the paralyzing cast. The Horn comes out as well. Link, the tether will be there. Will the heals be enough? Oh, he's out of bottle charges. Shadow Strike will bring him down. Next, Musica blinks aggressively. But there's the Avalanche. He got it off before, and Musica suddenly blink on cooldown. WTF. Rotated in with the Viper Strike. So it is a 1-for-1 in the end. For Queen of Pain, it's nice to get some form of revenge. Kill off the Tiny. But G-Guard, they strike back as well. Although 2D, he has a 7-minute blink dagger now. Funny enough, purchased it from the base. Not even going to the side shop here, but that's a crazy fast blink dagger. Of course, he didn't even go for Tranquils or Bottle or anything like that. But man, that's harsh. We'll see how much he can do with this early blink dagger as well. So far, it's still hidden. Next Music, he's gonna go for Sharky. One more right click, Magic Missile saved a little bit of time, but I think the Shadow Strike might already be enough. No, it pops the Magic Stick, so he's gonna stay alive. Musica burns in the fire. Does he have the blink? There's the Avalanche. He needs the toss as well. Toss anybody onto Musica. He's gonna find the creep to toss, but the bottle was enough in the meantime already. And suddenly, single player, he's gonna be slowed down in the fire of the Firefly 2D. Doesn't have enough for another Sticky Napalm, and because of that, single player makes it out. And now there's the slow onto 2D. Brewmaster gets the kill bottom lane. Didn't need to use the Primal Split for that. Sharky gets the kill of Queen of Pain as well, who tried to come back in. Magic Missile to get the kill. Did not see that one coming, but oh god. So make it 6-2. Suddenly 3 kills going in the favor of G-Guard. Winter getting a nice solo kill as well, of course. Primal Split, that's just how strong it is. And he has a magic wand as well, so most of the time he's gonna have enough for both the Thunderclap and the Primal Split on top of that as well. And not only that, of course, just some extra survivability is always nice. With the magic wand, just the burst heal, the burst mana can come in handy. So look at the Queen of Pain once again, level 7, so not that horrible with XP, but she's died 4 times already. And Queen of Pains do not like to get off to such a bad start. Battery is still low. There's the lasso onto Winter. No Primal Split for him to escape. Just got a Thunderclap off, but nothing to do afterwards. Maybe just could have gone for the counter damage. Or never mind. Single player comes in, misses the Avalanche completely. There were pretty much 3 heroes grouped up, and he missed every single one of them. That's unfortunate to say the least. Haste Rune is there on Link, but Tiny is just not fast enough. He even went for a Hand of Midas. Got it rather early on as well, but will it work out? I think it's gonna go unpunished for the majority of it, just because Spectre, he needs to be farming up a reasonable amount as well before he does really crazy things. And of course, the Queen of Pain being shut down buys you just a couple extra minutes at the very least. So the Midas might just completely pay off. Extra attack speed is always nice on a Tiny as well. Plus extra levels, just make sure you get the craggy exterior. Otherwise, one base armor isn't all that strong. But with the Midas, he's gonna be farming like a madman most likely. Up to 3.9k net worth already. Pretty damn close by WTF as well, who's going for a mech by the looks of it. Has the buckler. I guess there's a small chance that it's going to be a Crimson Scar, but CSW being rather magic heavy, I think this to be a mech instead. Studi takes quite a lot of damage from the jungle, but will be able to farm them up in the end. He's going for a magic stick as well. Might still want to finish up the Tranquil Boots, or maybe just leave them as they are. Go for Boots of Travels instead now. Probably it's 4-step first and then maybe Boots, or never mind. Tranquil Boots gonna come out anyway. So did decide to go for that more standard build. Well, doesn't look like any aggression will come out. Godot still wants to get his level 6. Risk though, he has the Frost Blast. Ice Blast, man. Frost Ice. Potato Potato. So he has the Ice Blast ready on Risk. Oh, can they use it though? Can they set anything up? I mean, 2D with the Blink Dagger should be easy. Risk, are you gonna let it fly to the top lane? They might want to target WTF, but he has a maxed out corrosive skin, so even if the Ice Blast, not the easiest target to get, he pops the buckler as well for the extra armor, but there's the last shot to come. Ice Blast, guaranteed hit Godot, paralyzing cast as well, but it's only down to half HP. He's going for the Viper Strike onto Godot. There's the relocate. 2D gonna get stunned up by the magic missile. They still have the toss as well, and there's the toss. Gonna get the kill. Double kill for single player on the Tiny. Where did they relocate from though? It's the mid lane. It was behind the tier 1, so it was a safe place to relocate even. So make it 8-3 now in the kill score. Looking at the graphs as well, about a 4k net worth lead already for G-Guard. XP 2.5, but after this probably gonna update to about 3 or so. Musica gets the power thread, so he's a little bit tankier. Might jump in and blow up Sharky, but the top. Oh, WTF, can he get the TP out? The Sonic Wave, it's too late! Oh no, with the Sonic Wave and the Frost Blast both connecting, would have been the kill, but WTF, perfect timing to just TP the hell out of there. Oh my freaking god, that was so clutch without him even knowing, I think. Of course, Sharky started running away at the right time as well. So suddenly Queen of Pain, 135-second cooldown, completely wasted. I mean, using Ice Blast and it not hitting and not getting a kill, it's not that big of a deal because it's only a 40-second cooldown anyway as it is. And that's Urn of Shadows finished on Link. Already has 2 charges for it as well. Tiny went farming the jungle a little bit, but he's going for a Face Boots. Usually it's Power Threads as another Ice Blast misses. But Face Boots, it's definitely not a common Tiny build. Maybe we're gonna see something else out of him as well. Of course, I mean, movement speed, mobility is always gonna be nice. Especially if there's gonna be like Ice Vortex, Shadow Strike, whatever to slow you down. Although getting the extra attack speed from Power Threads and just being able to thread swap as well to intelligence if you're casting the spells. And maybe if you're getting like healed up, go for agility or whatnot. Oh. What? Can they get K-Fini now? Sharky coming in, his level 6 as well. There's WTF as well. Spectre might be in some trouble if they get the Viper Strike, of course. He still has the Spectral Dagger to just go through trees and whatnot. But there's the Viper Strike. They still want to go for the Sharky. Minus armor. He's waiting for it. There's the minus armor. Magic Missile gonna follow. One more right click. Never mind. The poison damage will be enough. WTF. He does get clipped by the Ice Blast though. He goes down, but there's the blink. Wow, man. The relocate Avalanche Toss combination. Another double kill. They're gonna get X Music as well. Boulder tossed up. And an easy triple kill for the Tiny. Yes, they get the Viper in return, but using Ice Blast only onto 1. It was a nice blink Thunderclap from Winter as well. Catching, I think, 2 Heroes Primal Split to follow. And can they get the tower as well? If the creep wave is coming, they can toss for additional tower damage from the Tiny. Crow level 2 as well. He's already level 11, although he's been in a dual lane for pretty much the entirety. 2D though, camping out. If they get the Ice Blast as well, they might be able to do it, but it's going to be a little bit too late. Ice Blast just now came off cooldown, but the tower already dead. And that's also a mech finished up now on WTF all of a sudden. Man, 12 to 4. They are snowballing. Just look at the net worths. 8,000 on single player and, well, CSW's highest. 4.4 on the Batrider. This is just absolute dominance at the moment. And Tiny up to 3.9k gold. Just farm up Ancients and have your Aghanims. Point booster picked up now as well. A little bit low on mana, but Ling has bottle charges to spare. 3 of them to be exact. Can they catch up to anybody though? I mean, all well and good that Ling has a haste, but Tiny does not. He's still pretty speedy with 2 points to grow. 3.375 movement speed. With Facebook was about like, yeah, 435. And he wants to go for K-Fini. It's gonna be such a huge kill if they can get the Spectre. But it's not an easy kill by any means. Looking at Spectre's vision though. In this here single player, he's definitely not in vision quite yet. But they're not gonna go for it. No blink on Tiny, so just gonna finish up an Aghanim Scepter instead. I mean, he has the gold for it, and that's going to be a pretty damn fast timing to us. No, he went for a blink dagger after all. He's just, oh, top lane Godot to drop slow. Sonic Wave catches WTF as well with the lasso, but he pops the mech. He's healthy. Ice Blast a little bit too late. Single player comes in as well. Does get the toss onto K-Fini, so that's the kill, but they lose the IO in return. WTF still alive though. Pretty damn tanky with 4 points into corrosive, but is he tanky enough? There's the blink from 2D single player. Is he gonna blink in as well? Avalanche only has the toss at the moment though. 1 more second, but they're gonna get the kill. Musica maybe. Avalanche is gonna come out. Yes, he gets the avalanche. A few more right click single player. Gonna lose his life to risk. Risk getting a ton of XP from that suddenly. Level 11 on the ancient apparition. Might get WTF or no Sharky. He comes in as well. The slows from the corrosive skin as well as the poison attack are just too much. So in the end, a 4 for free, but or never mind, a 5 for free because Godot he already respawned. But it's not that bad for CSW to be honest. G-Guard came in, blew up a couple of heroes, but they didn't get the primal split off, and that's one of the more important things. No primal split. With the primal split, I think it would have been a lot different. And of course, Tiny, as good as a blink dagger may be, at certain times, you just Aghanim Scepter would have given you the extra survivability I think necessary. Plus, of course, just increase the damage as well of Toss, for example. And, well, he's gonna have the Aghanim Scepter soon enough anyway. Does want to use the Hand of Midas, but there's gonna be a double blink. Okay, Fini, no run. Blink, Thunderclap, Avalanche as well. Does not coming out to K-Fini himself, but he's not gonna be able to run away. Winter brings him down with the last crit off his stick. Mid lane though, WTF might be in some sort of paralyzing cast, but the Ice Blast will not be on target. The Death Ward still might be enough. They don't have anything to stop it. Beautifully done by Godot. Channel that Death Ward. Look at it go, but they get 2D in the end anyway. Oh my freaking god, they get the kill. Or counter at least regardless, and there's bam! Avalanche Toss combination, 1 hero down, blink, Thunderclap, make it another double kill for the single player. This Tiny is out of control, and he has the Aghanim Scepter now. They get the tower down, Vengeful Spirit gets the last hit. Oh wow, 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 Tiny, 10.5k net worth, 4.5, still the highest on CSW. This Tiny, can he be stopped? I mean, he has died twice in this game, but he's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and not only that, he also have Sharky with Vengeance Aura. It's still only level 1, but there's room to grow quite a lot, and Tiny, he's mostly all about base damage. So the Vengeance Aura is just going to be absolutely massive for him, and with the Aghanim Scepter in hand, with the Tree Trunk, they're gonna go for Roshan. They have the minus armor maxed out, so it's -6. No Medallion of Courage, but they don't even need it. Oh my god. There's the Avalanche as well. Crag Exterior helping out a little bit as well. Roshan just stunning himself pretty much. 21 to 8. Looking at the graphs, 12k net worth lead already. Gold XP rather, 10k as well. And that's Roshan now. Ages into the pockets of the Tiny. Just go blink wherever you want. Go blink wherever you want. And what can CSW do? I mean, K-Fini and Spectre, he's level 10. Only 1 point into Dispersion, so not that all that tanky yet. Has Power Threads and Bracers, but that's about it. Where's his damage gonna come from? He needs like a Radiance, I don't know, he needs anything really. Almost any single item he could manage to farm up would be nice for him, but they aren't getting anything at all almost. I mean, they got one decent-ish fight, but if you don't get objectives afterwards, you're not gonna get too much if you just break even. Ice Blast will connect onto the Viper, but that's about it. He's gonna have his own Aghanim Scepter as well in only 300 gold. Oh, but the smoke from CSW. They want to go for something with music and 2D. I mean, the combination is definitely strong. They have the level 2 Sonic Wave as well. 475 damage. But Winter wants to go for maybe Godot. Gonna think twice about it. Just... Oh, bam! They find somebody bottom lane, single player. He's gonna go down as well. He's gonna lose the Aegis. Io doesn't have buyback to relocate in. Miraculously, so they get the nice burst down here. 2D, of course, did die in return, but it's worth it. No, single player. Oh, he got the blink out. Ice Blast somehow still connects, but he got the blink, and that's all that matters. He does not die a second time. I actually thought they're gonna get the kill again. If they had, would have been huge, but oh, single player. There's the Avalanche Toss combination. Toss, well, never mind, not even used, just Avalanche, Thunderclap, the right clicks coming out, and that's Tiny with a level 3 grow now. 2.5k in the bank as well. Oh god, this hurts. They almost did it. Batrider going in with a lasso like that, setting up the kills onto Io. And the Tiny Aegis as well. But just, even that, not enough. Are they going for... Is Io going for a Lincoln Sphere? Probably going to use it on the Tiny at all times, more or less. Or, well, maybe, even for himself it's not that bad, because if you kill Io, the Tiny isn't that strong anymore. He's still pretty strong, of course. Especially since he's hitting for like 300 damage, which is ridiculous. Sharky with the level 1 Vengeance Aura. Come on, close. Well, I guess it doesn't boost it up that much yet. And Ice Blast does connect onto at least 2 players here. Still though, the tower is just getting smacked down by a single player. And does he have a Hyperstone? Yes, he has a Hyperstone flying out at the moment. Sharky's 4-staff is there as well. So Tiny gonna attack a lot faster now. So, can they go for high ground, or do they even want to press high ground here? It's still a little bit scary. I mean, Sonic Wave is on cooldown for a little bit. I'm not too sure if Chi-Guard actually timed it all that precisely anyway. But they're gonna go for it. Tower is gonna be down to half HP. Man, the overcharge with the Hyperstone, it's just too much. Oh, there's a nice blink Avalanche. One more right click. No, he didn't go for the toss. There's the toss. We'll get the kill on Godot. 2D drop slow as well. Prime Split used. It's just a zoning one more or less. And that's gonna be a guaranteed Drax, I think. Kfini not even making the Haunt to just come back. They're not even gonna give Chi-Guard the illusion that they're gonna defend, because who are they kidding? They just can't. Nice Cyclone onto the Batrider as well, just to make sure they don't catch any stragglers. For example, this Io, who's gonna come back with the relocate. They wanted to go for Kfini, but they couldn't find him, and now he's gonna come back. Well, Link, say bye to your life. So they get the Io, but that's Rax down. And, well, I don't think Chi-Guard cared all that much about the Io. Spectral Dagger is gonna follow single player. He's gonna even back off, so not gonna stay around to farm the enemy ancients. Just in case, although finds an invis rune. No, are you kidding me? Don't think there's any detection at all on CSW, and there isn't. No sentries, no dusts, no nothing. I fear for anybody's life that the Tiny is gonna find. They're gonna get the jump on Sharky though. Gonna lasso him back as well. Should be an easy kill. Even the Sonic Wave spent for that. But there's the Avalanche toss on to risk. He needs a few more right clicks though. Can he even catch up? Sticky Napalm slowing him down. There's the Shadow Strike as well. And well, single player. He just threw. There's the Death Ward Ice Blast as well. And that's the Tiny spree ended. He was so close to finishing up an ACR. Well, he's still pretty damn close. Only needs 100 gold. Aghanim Scepter, thanks to this kill now, finished up an ancient operation. Gonna be a pretty huge pickup. BKB and Queen of Pain as well. But although they are getting those nice items, they might still not have enough damage. Just, at least not yet. Kfini getting close to that Sacred Relic. So Radiance, not horribly far away. But you already lost a set of racks. Chi-Guard are still just extremely dominant. And if Tiny doesn't go 1 versus 5, they should be able to win fights rather easy as well. There is going to be a BKB on WTF soonish. Has the Ogre Club for it, or... Yeah, has the Ogre Club. Another 1.2k almost in the bank. And he's going to find Kfini, Viper Strike. A few more right clicks. He doesn't need more. And he's going to tick down to the Viper Strike. Minus armor just in case for Sharky. Not even necessary. So Kfini, he was close to the Sacred Relic, but he died. So, doesn't matter at all of a sudden. He at least has buyback, but if he uses it, I think CSW are just gonna straight off lose the game. He does not have the space to use money for buyback at the moment. Link gonna come in as well, or never mind, gonna TP top lane instead. Tiny probably gonna join him, just push out the top lane and then relocate to the fight if need be. AC flying out for single player as we speak. And that's AC finished. In the meantime, the rest of G-Guard going for the slow push of the tier 2. Nether Toxin is gonna have to be enough. 2D, does he want to jump in Winter from the high ground? He definitely wants to come in, but the Radiant have vision of Winter with this Observer ward here. So they knew what's going on, but they can't even just punish it, because they know the relocate is gonna come in whenever they attempt something. And Winter has a BKB as well even, so not only does he have 1.6k HP, he has a BKB as well. Def ward is physical of course, but that is about it. Life is hard if you're CSW at the moment. You're 15,000 net worth behind. Still around 11 in XP. But they're gonna go in. There's the lasso onto single player. Can they actually bring him down? The relocate goes out, but the maledict, it's gonna be the kill. So they actually get the kill. They have to blow a couple of ultimates for that, but it's perfectly worth it because Tiny, he is the machine that kills buildings. So without him, there's probably not gonna be another high ground push. Although 2D, never mind, he blinks out as well from Winter. Winter, does he want to keep chasing? Yes, he does. Gonna get slow and go out. Never mind, gonna back off now. So they get Tiny once again. Nice lasso usage, and although the relocate was there, it just wasn't there in time. They might still get the last out of tier 2 tower, even with the 4 of them being there. Unfortunately, Tiny doesn't have boots of travels, but he's still ridiculously farmed. Although not anymore doubling the highest in CSW. So I guess his farm rate has slowed down a little bit. Still 675 gold per minute. None too shabby if you ask me. And Spectre up to 4k gold. He's hanging around with such low HP. I guess they know relocate is still on cooldown, but it's not on cooldown for too long. He's gonna back off now. But he was playing with fire. Just one random hero showing up would have been an easy kill. Even the Vengeful Spirit could have gotten the kill there. But that's Sacred Relic money now. Can the courier survive the trip though? What the hell is this courier? What are you? What is this animal on top of a, I don't know, firefly, whatever, bug? I don't know what's English for that. But it looks weird. Is it like a chameleon? I don't know. Really weird courier. It changes now. It's a little bit better. But that's a Sacred Relic. Still no recipe for Radiant, so no Blink Dagger disabled quite yet. At least not for as long. If you pop the ultimate, the Haunt damage will still disable Blink Daggers of course, but now single player comes in with the AC. Are they just gonna go high ground? A little bit surprising that they didn't get Roshan, although the courier is scouting things out for them. But look at those melt. Oh, they get 2. The Avalanche comes out. Nice 4-step, saves him for the time being, but there's the Boulder Toss. They get the kill, Brewmaster gets it for himself. Paralyzing Cask being rather annoying against especially the Fire Panda. So it goes down. Musica gonna get thrown up in the air, and that's tier 3 down. Single player, he can easily get Rax as well, I think. Without the Bat Rider, they just don't have the jump all of a sudden. Queen of Pain, he can go in with the BKB, but the physical damage might already be too much. And that's gonna be another set of Rax. They're not even trying to defend this. Maybe they're banking everything they have on the last Rax, but this game is, I think, over pretty much. There's even a Vladimir's offering on Winter now. Ice Blast will come on. Musica, he comes in. Is he gonna pop his ultimate? No, he's waiting for the BKBs there. Sonic Wave, no. He almost had the angle. There's the Sonic Wave. Only catches Link though. I think he waited way too long for this. Wants to go for Winter. Musica, he's on the run. Just a few right clicks from single player. Brought him down to quarter of an HP. WTF doesn't care about the Maledict at all because, well, he had his own BKB at the time. They do defend the last Rax though. The tier 3 even survives as well. But them defending the Rax is just gonna mean that G-Guard, they're gonna get Roshan instead now. I mean, the heroes are gathering already. Link almost gonna have his Lincoln Sphere. And, well, is there a Radiant still? Nope, not yet. 29 minutes in. They've lost 2 racks and there's still not a Radiance for K-Feeny. Just not a good Spectre game at all. Maybe it was a little bit too passive of a pick with the rest of your heroes. I mean, if you get off to a decent enough start, you can use every single Haunt to go for fights, but G-Guard, they just got too much of a dominant early game for the Tiny, and Viper of course farming up as well. Even Winter, once he got level 6, got a solo kill up against the dual lane bottom as well. 2D, although he got like a 7-minute, 10-second blink dagger, something like that on the Batrider, was still unable to just have too great of an impact, unfortunately for them. It's not like 2D has played bad, it's just that G-Guard, they were too far ahead. Oh, Lasso comes out onto Sharky. They're gonna get at least 1 kill. They should be able to Maledict, Paralyzing Cask as well. So yeah, that's the kill. They get the Vengeful Spirit, but who the hell cares, man? It's a support Vengeful. Vengeance Aura, as nice as it may be, they don't really need it. 3.6k as well on single player now, plus the Aegis. They can just easily go and dive this. Tiny, he can just keep on right clicking away, and probably that's it. What's gonna do? Ice Blast will fly though. Musica comes in with the BKB, he wants to go for Link, might be able to get the kill as well, but there's no Sonic Wave. The mech comes out and he just relocates back to safety. And Musica, a few more right clicks, the Death Ward is there. Can they stop Godot? No, they can't. Double TF. He's gonna get caught by 2D, but 2D, he just dies in return. There's the Aegis popped, Godot drops low as well. The Brewlings. Oh, the swap back from Sharky, who bought back, came back into the fight, maybe got relocated back, not too sure. But that's the fight one. GG called as the last set of racks is gonna fall. And G-Guard, they take an extremely convincing game number 1 win here in this 2-game series. But as I just mentioned, it is a 2-game series, so we're gonna have one more game coming up where CSW maybe draft a little bit different, or just not get wrecked that much in the early game, I don't know. But in any case, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I do hope you enjoyed the cast as well as the game. If you did, be sure to follow HeflaTV for more content. I think the smartest will be to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, where we're always updating when we're going live on what channels, with what games and whatnot. We are streaming on multiple platforms depending on the tournament, so definitely follow us there if you want to know when we're going live. As well as, if you like me personally, I'm Coucher on Twitter, Twitch, as well as on Facebook. If you just search Coucher, you're probably gonna find me. So guys, this is it for game number 1, and see you in game number 2 in hopefully just a couple of minutes.